Channel 4 News, WSMV Nashville. Cynthia Williams with the news. Craig Williams Sports. And Mike Bohan's weather. This is The Scene at 10.
Good evening, everybody. Democrat Jim Cooper and Republican Fred Thompson sparred for an hour tonight on statewide television over who'd make a better U.S. Senator. The two voiced sharp differences on the issues of welfare, taxation, crime, and special interest money. Jim Travis reports.
About the only issue on which Republican Fred Thompson and Democrat Jim Cooper seem totally in agreement on is gay rights.
I think that everybody ought to have absolutely the same rights. Each individual should have the same rights as everybody else, but they shouldn't have any additional rights that anyone else doesn't have.
I would agree with Fred on that answer. Everyone should be treated the same in this country. There should be no discrimination.
On virtually every other issue in this hour-long League of Women Voters debate, Thompson and Cooper managed to draw distinct differences. Child care.
I realize my opponent's child care tax credit proposal would not help middle-income and low-income families. It's a so-called non-refundable credit. That means the rich people benefit.
There are an awful lot of middle-class folks out there who work for a living, two-earner families, that a $500 tax credit would help.
On taxes and government spending, Cooper calls himself tough. Says he voted for $225 billion in spending and program cuts. Thompson counters, saying that as congressman, Cooper voted 14 times for tax increases. Several times, Cooper portrays Thompson as a veteran Washington lobbyist. But Thompson fires back, calling Cooper a hypocrite in turning down political action committee money.
I'm one of the few living politicians to go ahead and voluntarily give up the PAC advantage. I probably could have raised an extra $2 million for my campaign, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fight this campaign even with one arm tied behind my back.
The congressman's hypocrisy is breathtaking. When he was a congressman, he was the largest recipient in Congress percentage-wise of PAC money. He received more PAC money percentage-wise than any member of Congress. He received twice as much PAC money one year that he even spent in his whole campaign, put it in his pocket to repay himself for loans that he'd made to the campaign. Now he's figured out a more clever way. Go to the same PAC sources. Instead of being limited to a $5,000 limitation, go to the same sources, have them bundle $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. That's why he's gotten over $700,000 from the very interest that his bill legislated against. I wonder why they would have given you additional monies if they'd been allowed to.
And on it went, distinct differences between them on judges and the death penalty, on welfare reform, and government involvement in child care. Cynthia?
An observation, Jim, they seemed to be at their strongest when they were name-calling.
Nothing like a name-calling contest to get the emotions boiling. The fact is, though, that probably of the three League of Women Voters debates we've seen here in the last few weeks, the candidates in this case were probably able to get more of their issues across, more of their particular positions across than they were in those time constraints than they had been in the two previous races, the two previous debates. Interesting thing, right after this debate was over with, Mike Kopp, who was a spokesman for the Cooper campaign, issued a victory, and the Thompson campaign issued a lengthy fax release to news organizations comparing what Cooper said in the debate to his voting record. So the war continues away from the cameras as well as on.
Absolutely, in the governor's race and this one too. Thank you, Jim Travis, reporting live from our newsroom. And joining us now